right then, everybody, I was right yesterday, and the price of Bitcoin is higher today than what it was yesterday. When we were longing down at $25,000, it seemed like a bad idea. It seemed like I might have committed some clickbait nonsense here with this nice green arrow to the upside. But if you imagine it hard enough, it can come true sometimes. And today, I'm a very, very happy boy because it means that we've got some significant profits on the cards for the first time, and they've already been taken. I mean, we've not made a significant profit now in probably above a month. Bitcoin's price has barely changed. We had the one where Bitcoin's price rallied up quite significantly earlier this month, up to, what was it, $27,000, $28,000 up here, and then it immediately crapped its pants all the way back down. How else could you describe that kind of move? It was very disappointing, very sad. Didn't take enough profits at these levels here, so we didn't have a significant profit. However, right now, we're sat with some significant profits entering into the equation. They've already been taken at this point in time. It was a very nice trade, but the question is, what comes next? Is Bitcoin going to keep rallying from here? And I've got some good news for you today, some actual good news in the world of crypto, something that you don't often hear. What is that good news? That good news starts off with the CME Fed Watch tool, whereby in 8 days' time there's going to be a Fed meeting, whereby the FOMC rates potentially might move. Now, you've got here the current likelihoods, 93% chance of no change. And if we have no change, you know what that means? BlackRock have done some accumulation now down at $25,000. We had some significant liquidations the other day as Bitcoin's price just gently wicked below that level and then bounced back to the upside. That caused a lot of liquidations. That means that BlackRock has likely bought even more Bitcoin. At the same time, we know that BlackRock is issuing an ETF, and that ETF, when it comes, is going to really significantly affect the entire crypto market because it's going to attract a whole lot more volume towards the cryptocurrency markets. And previewing the US CPI data that's coming pretty soon, it's coming on Wednesday this week, we're getting CPI data. And if that CPI data comes in bullish, then, well, we've got a very, very exciting couple of weeks ahead whereby the price of cryptocurrencies are probably going to go back up again. We're finally going to make some money because it has been an extended period of time. If we look here on the daily chart for Bitcoin, doesn't want to load. Let's go over to this chart right here and see if the daily chart wants to load here. Yes, it does. Very good. Fantastic. You shouldn't really have to ask these things of your computers, but sometimes you do. Either way, if we go down to here, it's been like the 15th of, what was that, 15th of August? Yeah, 15th of August, and now we're on the 15th of September. So the price has not moved in a month. And the last Fed meeting we had, I think, was around this level here. Maybe it was this here. I can't quite remember. I think it's been like 60 days since we've had a Fed meeting. Either way, that Fed meeting could really push prices up again. Don't forget, recently, the stock market has been performing very, very bullishly. And that bullish momentum that we've been having in the stock market has also been quelled slightly by the fact that we've also been having bullish momentum in the dollar market. But what does all of this mean for Bitcoin? Well, a bullish stock market generally means a bullish Bitcoin. Something that we don't often check in on the channel, but I want to check in on right now is the value of gold. I'm going to have to spend a second here just finding where I've put gold. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you how you can all find gold because it's much easier doing it like this. You just type in gold and the ticker symbols, in theory, should pop up. They're not popping up. Why would they pop up? You know, what's the point? Why would your computer need to work when you're just filming a video and you want it to work? Why would it work? It's just... Yeah, there you go. XAU, that's the ticker symbol for gold. So gold is actually down today, 0.68%. And if we look at the value, it's funny actually, because I was seeing some Forex guy on the internet saying that you should buy gold today. Gold's down 0.68% more than it's been down in any recent time. That's pretty funny. Either way, if we look at the longer term perspective on what's going on with gold, you can see that gold is at these highs here. It's bull flagging outwards. And in theory, if we're heading towards total, not financial collapse, because we're not heading into financial collapse. We are in a recession right now. It's a hidden recession and we're coming out of it. It's been a hidden recession for 2 years. They just keep changing the goalposts to what defines a recession. And that way, they're able to stop us from being in a recession if we don't meet the criteria of being in a recession. But when you've got Wilkinson's in the UK shutting down, generally that's a sign that we're in a recession. So, anyway, what is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? I'm actually quite bullish on it for the next month. And I think that everybody else will soon follow suit in this. I don't think they'll agree with me just yet. I think they'll still think that I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I was crazy once. No. Have you ever seen that meme? I enjoy that meme. One of the guys that works for me does a really funny version of that meme. Anyway, We're digressing again. We're getting distracted. Bitcoin, support and resistance levels. We're going to get onto them in just a second. We're going to get onto the trades that I'm potentially going to be taking as well in just a second. But just before we get onto those things, do drop a like on today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. Of course, I've got something to show you in today's video, and that's, of course, CSE Plus. If you're not already signed up to it, please check it out. You'll find a link in today's video description. Those links give you a 65% discount on the annual premium membership and a 45% discount on the annual Community Plus membership. Both give you access to these courses. The premium also gives you access to a one-to-one individual consultation up to 5 times a month for 1 hour, 5 hours a month. You can do 5 hours all in one go if you want to. Either way, you can get consulted. What would you want to get consulted on? I often get questions asked of. If you want to know how to specifically do something, if you want to learn something, if you want to just be taught by a person, you can get all of these things through our service at the same time. If you've got a more complex question, a legal question, a tax question, where do we go for this specific service question? Sign up to Crypto Saving Expert Plus and ask the guys there, and they'll give you all of the answers that you need. It is a truly inclusive service where there are no additional charges for anything, and we are a regulated and legal law firm. We have lawyers that work for us, so we can do all that stuff as well. But anyway, check it out. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. And the key thing is, if you want to make money, front-end development, blockchain development, 2 amazing courses that you can take right now, 10 hours of front-end development courses and 6 hours of blockchain development courses, both of which explain how to do all of these different things. And when you've read your introduction to HTML and you've gone through the various different stages here, you go through and you've got all of these different sections. It tells you how to basically code in HTML, how to code on the blockchain. You can then utilize those skills, monetize those skills, volunteer those skills to project, go and develop for projects, make some money in this space. The key thing is, in this market, if you want to be successful, you've got to create that alternative source of revenue that is different from your day job. That means learning an exterior skill. And when the market picks back up again, you're there. You're a blockchain developer. You're a coder. You're going to be in high demand. These are well-paying jobs. My developers get paid an absolute fortune. So, it's a pretty good area to be learning more and more about. I just noticed these images have popped up as well. Now my computer's finally loaded the whole page properly. But either way, give Crypto Saving Expert Plus a consideration. Check it out. You'll find a link for it in today's video description, and you can get up to 65% a month off using those links in today. Not using the link, using the code for the link. You click on the link. It doesn't matter if you use the link or not. Just go to the website, and then when you sign up, make sure you enter the discount code to get you 65% off. There is only 10 spots available at those prices before the discount drops down to the next level of discount, which is going to be, I think it's 50%. So it's a pretty significant drop off from there. And then after that, we go mass market with it. Really, these are introductory offers specifically for my audience. And if you want them, you don't have long left. But either way, going back to the price of Bitcoin, we've got a lot of things to discuss here. Support and resistance levels on the price of Bitcoin right now. Where do they sit? Because it's all changed overnight. Let us delete this abhorrent green arrow. And let's zoom out a little bit and get some perspective on where the market's at. So we've got a key level of resistance up here. That key level of resistance is currently sitting about $26,300. A break of $26,300 really opens up the highs again. And to be honest, a break of $26,300 with a 4-hour close, it needs to be 4 hours, but a 4-hour close above that level, then you'd expect to bounce back up to around $28,000. And then at that point, you've got your W reversal pattern and everything's looking a lot more rosy. At the same time, how do we know if Bitcoin is not going to just do the same thing that it always does, which is after it's been going well for a while, it just craps its pants? How do we know that's not going to happen? Well, we don't know that's not going to happen, but the level of which it would happen at, you would expect it would be somewhat around this level right here. Now, we've got up to these levels in the past, but the breakdown level has been below this level. We can't really use that as a level of which we can trade right now, but you can see we've got this gap in liquidity. So the next zone of liquidity is down here. We're currently trading in this zone of liquidity. So you've got to say, once we've passed below and closed a 4-hour candle below the level of basically $26,000, give or take a little bit, but it's $26,000. If we close a 4-hour candle below $26,000, it's game over, back down to the mid 25Ks as we continue trading sideways for a while. I just don't think that's going to happen. I am bullish on Bitcoin. I am going to open another long position. When am I opening my long position? Well, I've scaled in 20% of the overall sizing of it right now. However, I've got another 80% to put in, and I'm going to put that remaining 80% in when we surpass the highs here that we've already set at $26,300. When we pass $26,300, I'm going to enter the rest of my trade, and then we'll ride it up to about $26,700 and start taking profits at that level before we get up to the $27,000 level. So that's my expectations on the price of Bitcoin right now. And of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the links to BYBIT in today's video description. Also, if you want to learn more about trading, you know a good place to do it? Crypto Saving Expert Plus, of which you'll find a link for it in today's video description. There's not just these trading courses in here, you know, on Crypto Saving Expert. If you go to the guide section right here and you go on to, again, my internet today is just horrendous. Let's give this page a refresh, see if it loads. You know, it's just terrible. Look at this. Not working. So frustrating that you pay all that money per month, hundreds of pounds a month for decent internet, and it's not decent. I think, to be honest, it's my computer at this moment in time. I don't think it's my internet's problem anymore. Either way, Ethereum's price right now, with $1,640. What are we looking at for this? Well, Ethereum didn't have quite as good a bounce as Bitcoin did. If we look at the Ethereum bounce, you can see that we've just resumed trading at the previous levels that we were at before. We need to hold the level here at $1,600 on the 1 hour chart. If we fail that $1,600 level, we probably start trading back to the downside. I favor Bitcoin more so than Ethereum right now. Ethereum's Bitcoin value is still struggling. I'm going to wait for it to come down and tap this level of support here, and then I'm going to enter a long position. If you're wondering what that level is at, if you look all the way down here, it's at basically bang on 0.6. Bang on 0.6 is when I'm going to go long on Ethereum versus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, just consider that as a trade as well. But right now, the market's picking up. Tap price might be quite low right now, but it also might be a good time to buy. You never know. The guides page is now loaded finally. I mean, to say we've got one of the world's fastest websites, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. It's a bit frustrating. My internet won't load it. Your internet will. It'll load it instantly because we've got a proper website, not done in HTML. It's done with JavaScript, which means that our website is not as favorable when it comes to, again, you learn all these kind of things when you're taking the courses and stuff, but JavaScript, if you are going to code, is not as favorable to Google. Google doesn't like scraping JavaScript websites, meaning that Crypto Saving Experts SEO needs some improvement. That is always something to bear in mind. If you are going to code, HTML is one of the better codes to do, quite simply because Google understands it. So if you are looking for a website to rank, use HTML coding. Anyway, these are the other things that you can learn here. These bits are all free. Anyway, on that note, check out Crypto Saving Expert Plus. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. Bitcoin up, fantastic. We're looking for the break now of $26,300 and a holding of $26,000. All being well, we have a fantastic week towards the back end of this week. And of course, don't forget tomorrow, CPI data is coming out. If you want to read more about the CPI data, go to cryptosavingexpert.com. I'll leave a link to this article in today's video description as well. It'll explain all about the next Fed meeting and the likelihoods of what we're expecting from that. So on that note, guys, thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, slap a like on it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.